Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a drugstore haul for you guys. I am not just going to show you a bunch of products that I purchased within the past month or so, or I'll be honest, probably more than that, because some of these products are dating back to the end of January when I went to Gen Beauty in LA, but they've just been sitting here not doing anything. And I recently went to the drugstore and saw that Hard Candy had so many interesting products that I was just drawn to, so I picked up some stuff from that brand as well. So I decided to give you guys a haul. I do have a few primers here from Hard Candy, and I'll be honest guys, I had to withdraw myself. I had to stop myself from picking up every single primer that they had. They were just so, they looked so good to me. But anyways, I ended up going with two of them. They had ones that look like that, so they're kind of in this little squeezy tube thing. They had different ones, like a green one, they had all different types, but the one that I ended up going with is the 12-hour power. Oh my god. Okay, 12-hour power. This is honestly guys so up my alley. You know I love long wear makeup that you put on, you forget it, and you're out the door. You don't need to fuss about it. And this is at the drugstore, and I think this I purchased for $8.99 or something like that at Walmart. I used it for the first time today, so of course this is a product that I definitely want to come back and give a full-on, you know, test it and give you guys a full-on kind of update on how it actually performed, especially since it's getting so much warmer. But anyhow, it says long wear primer. It says a creamy primer that really works for up to 12 hours of wear. This invisible base acts like a magnetic force that attracts makeup for all day flawless wear. Oh my god, I think this is probably oily girl savior at the drugstore. I am so excited to see if this actually lived up to everything that it's promising, because it's very short description, but it lets you know exactly what it's gonna do, including an exclamation mark. I mean, Hard Candy, you are putting it all onto your products, and I really do like that. Next from Hard Candy, oh, let me show you the other primer that I did pick up. This one is the Sheer Envy Hydrating Mist, 12-hour power as well, electrolytes, energize and hydrate skin. It's oil-free, silicone-free, alcohol-free, and it's pretty much supposed to be a 12-hour radiance primer mist. There is so much on the packaging. Okay, so this of course you can see is in a spray bottle as opposed to, you know, this type of situation. To be honest guys, the thing that attracted me to this, you know, spray primer the most was the fact that it was coconut water infused. And of course, with the Marc Jacobs primer being about $60 or more, having something from the drugstore to me is just saying, let's see if we can find something that is like that primer but not as expensive but works just as well. Of course, you can tell by the description that this is probably going to be meant for someone with dehydrated skin, which could either be for oily or drier girls. Dehydration affects every skin type. One of the most important parts of this for me personally is that not only is it hydrating, but it also promises 12-hour wear as well, just like the primer that I just showed you guys. So I'm really excited to try this. Honestly guys, this is one of the parts of the drugstore section that I think is so lacking: primers and setting spray. There was something else I also picked up from Hard Candy, and it is in fact a makeup setting spray. This is what it looks like, and it says sets makeup all day and night. Like, really? Hard Candy, you are just giving me everything right now. But anyways, it says a lightweight setting spray that locks in makeup for all day wear. Spray over foundation, eyeshadow, blush, concealer to set your makeup look. This setting spray works even in the worst weather conditions and lasts all day and night without melting, cracking, fading, or settling into fine lines. Like, yes, to everything, to all of it. I actually didn't try this, which I should. Shake, shake. Okay. Ooh, I'm feeling kind of tingly. What is that? It's making me feel a little tingly on my eyelids. I wonder if it's set in my eyeshadow. Wow, I honestly want to play with this some more, but it's really tingling my eyelids. I kid you not. Like, my eyelids almost feel like it's getting tighter. That's so weird. But let's move on from that. Since we're talking about hard candy, I want to share this eyeshadow primer with you guys. Ooh. Okay, this one I would say has the weirdest texture. It does come out very moussey, and it dries almost to a powder feel. Like, you almost don't know if it's dry on your lid or not, but that is what I used all over my lid. And I also used it to put on my loose pigment today, and I think it's holding up very, very well. I do like the way it applies. I do like everything about it. Obviously, we're gonna have to give this a little test to see, you know, how long my makeup stays put. I also picked this up. I didn't pick it up. I actually ordered this online. You guys, I'm sure you've heard of the Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This foundation is everywhere. Everyone is talking about it. I will say, when I first heard about this foundation, I heard mostly positive reviews on it. I am wearing it right now, and the shade that I do have is Golden Tan number 10. I did order it online on eBay, so I will leave a link to that seller. At this point, it's been mixed reviews. Like, I know that a few people have said that it's not meant for oily skin. I would say I have combination skin, normal at best to oily. But I will definitely see how it goes. I am wearing it. I am gonna do a separate video, which is sort of like a first impression on it, I hope, you know, because I am wearing it right now. And sometimes I don't know if first impressions is the best, especially since I'm wearing it with that primer. Maybe I should wear it with a primer that I wear on an everyday basis just to see how it holds up. But let me keep also with a little bit more face products. I do have a ton of face products, I'll be honest with you. If there was one thing that I overdid it on in this video, is contour, highlight, and blushes. Contour and actually primers as well. But anyhow, this I picked up in LA. This is not new. At the time when I did purchase it in January, I think it was, you know, relatively new from Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. Yeah, contour. The shade that I got it in is called Caramel Toffee 750A. I think this is the darkest shade that they had. I will definitely say I was really excited about this one because I also heard a lot of positive reviews on it. I will say the yellow portion of it reminds me of Anastasia's banana powder in terms of how it looks on my skin tone. So it is a little bit more lighter than I was expecting it to be, especially since they have a lighter, you know, palette to it. And also too, when I look at the contour shade, I don't know, I feel like it's coming up a little bit lighter on camera based on what I'm seeing right now. But you know, I felt like it could do something on my skin tone, but the highlighting shade I felt was a little too light. I had to be very light hand with it, but I did use it to set the, you know, center portion of my face, or the places where I naturally highlight. I was expecting it to be a lot more brown girl friendly. The bronzer part of it I did like. I do think that it, you know, you can really truly build that up even if you're much darker than I am. And I would do the bronzer section. I do think that you can, you know, build it up in on your cheekbones or around the perimeter of your face. I did use it to bronze up today. I really do actually like the bronzer section. This is definitely something that I would say that I would use, but you need a very, very, very light hand. But I also like the texture as well. It is a little bit more loosely packed. It's not like a very firmly packed product, so you do have to be very careful how you dip your brush into it. After I've, you know, stamped my brush into it a bit, I do notice that I did have a lot of fallout and the colors even mixing into each other, but after blowing it, you know, that solves that. Okay, so one of the other products that I also picked up from the Hard Candy brand is this right here. They had so many of these types of products at Hard Candy. Very bulky packaging, which to me is so outdated. I think nowadays, especially if you want people to buy these types of, you know, things, I mean, it's in a hard metal-ish case, you know, it's perfect for traveling, but it's also very bulky. I went with this palette, which is sort of like a face palette. It's called the Ultimate Strobing Kit. It does have a liquid strobing face and body cream illuminator, a brush, a bronzer, a blush, and 2 highlighters. So one is a lighter highlighter and the other one is sort of like your rose gold highlight, which is exactly what sold me on this palette. I'll be honest, there was one that was opened and I did a little swatch on my hand of this highlight, and kid you not guys, I was just like, I need this in full size. Like, I need the full size one of this. It is such a gorgeous highlighter. I am wearing it right now so you guys could see that it's, I mean, it's borderline brown girl friendly, but it's stunning, this highlight. As I said, they had more of this type of thing. They had one with a cream highlight and contour with the same highlighter, and I think a bronzer that came in that palette as well, which I wanted to pick up, but the only thing that was a big drawback for me is the fact that it is in this very bulky packaging. I would have probably picked up the other palette, but I just didn't know. I just was like, okay, what am I gonna do with this after I purchase it, you know? Like, these aren't like kits that I tend to go for because I do love things kind of in one place, and this is, I don't know, honestly guys, I will probably pop this highlighter out and stick it in a Z palette where I'll be able to use it on a everyday basis, because I fell in love with this highlighter from just swatching it. The bronzer didn't work for me. Totally went great on my skin tone, but I definitely think that if you're lighter or much lighter, you can get away with this contour. Once again, this is not showing up as dark as it truly is, because I'm not fooling myself here, guys. I thought I could get away with using this. Then we have a lighter highlight, the highlight that I use, and of course a blush. Another product that I saw a lot of people raved about, and they did have it in store. I was trying to get both of these, but anyways, the e.l.f. Blush palette. I was really trying to get the light and the dark. I only ended up getting the dark because, once again, it's one of those things that I think it's just good to have. It's inexpensive, and this is what, you know, this palette looks like. Heard so many amazing things about it, and I cannot believe that I've not tried it in a few months. Like, it's been sitting here for all this time, but I'm definitely gonna give you guys swatches. But I think you can also pop these out as well, I think. How do you do this? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to figure this out. But this, as you can see, is definitely brown girl, deep skin tone friendly, and I think these are definitely colors that I'll be wearing. I'm not a pinky girl, but these are shades. Like, this shade right here reminds me of Raisin by MAC, and this one reminds me of, what does it remind me of? I can never remember the name of that blush. No, not ginger. I forgot what it's called. It's one of MAC's newest blushes, but in real life, that's what that's reminded me of. I'll definitely be swatching these for you guys. Next, I'm gonna talk about some blushes that I picked up from Wet n Wild. These are the Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. This one is in the shade Rose Champagne, and these do come with sort of like a hint of shimmer to them. This one that I used today is called Apricot in the middle. And then this one is called Mellow Wine, which looks like that. Also for blush, I picked up this blush from NYX, and NYX is now available in Shoppers Drug Mart, and I literally have not been going crazy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because now it's accessible to me. Now I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not that excited anymore. But I picked up this blush and I haven't used it yet, but this is Summer All in a Little Blush. I almost said brush. Summer in a Blush. It's called Beach Babe, and guys, it is so rich and creamy and just buttery and smooth and like peachy and goldeny. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to put this blush on. Like, I cannot wait. It's such a summer blush. Like, this to me is summer in a blush. One of the ones that I was so excited to wear is this. This is the Rimmel Highlight, my neighbor. This is the Rimmel Highlight Contour and Blush Palette, one of the collabs that she did with Kate Moss. This one is in 03 Golden Bronze, and this is absolutely stunning. So much to the point where I saw this and I said, who, like, this is definitely in the run to beat the Maybelline contour palette, because this shade that is supposed to be the blush shade is literally a rose gold highlight. Like, this is a rose gold highlight disguising itself as a blush. It does have, like, obviously that pink shift to it, but it's such a gorgeous shade. Once again, summer in a blush. It looks exactly like Orgasm, but so much better. This is a better version because this has no shimmer in it. It just has an amazing glow to it. There's no chunks of what would be glitter. So gorgeous. The contour I did use today, I'm gonna call it a contour because of the shade for me. You can definitely use this if you are maybe a little darker than me as a bronzer, but this, you can definitely build this color up into the cheekbones and make it darker. And then the highlight I didn't actually use. I only use this on my brow bone. Not coming off the best. It is actually doing that thing where it gets a little hard pan, and I guess you could tell with that one, it's not meant to be used with your fingers. Like, you need a brush to actually apply this to get it to really perform the way it should. But as I said, this is, it's a good sign actually. It means that the product is actually very smooth to the texture, but if you're gonna use your finger with it and try to, like, you know, press to get the pigmentation, you're probably not going to. There it is on my hand. It's just a little bit more, it's just a little bit more buttery than the average product, so if you're not careful it will hard pan on you. But I actually like the color. Not sure if this would be a highlight for me right off the bat. I could probably use it to heighten another highlighter, but I probably won't go straight in with this highlighter because it's coming off just a little bit too champagne for me. The final product is this right here, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour Powder Duo. Okay guys, I paid about $20 for this, okay? And right off the bat, I am gonna say the price because you know what I always say, these drugstore prices are getting, they're getting pretty crazy. But anyways, this one is in the shade Deep, which, you know, I have to test whether this is actually deep or not, but this is what it looks like. Comes with a nice little interesting looking brush, I guess. What can you use this for? What can you use this for? Like, oh, you're supposed to dip it in like that, and then, you know, it's supposed to be easy to use. I'll be honest with you, I saw this and I was drawn to the highlighter. The contour, yes, it was cute, but I was like, what's up with that highlighter? Like, why am I seeing this peachiness to it? Like, what? Ooh, disappointing. Oh no, oh no, come on, L'Oreal. What is this? No. Guys, nothing. What is that? Is that a shimmer I'm seeing on camera? That is not translating. Okay, let me get this thing at the bottom, because that Rimmel highlight is trying to fool you. There's nothing there, and I am pressing. There is nothing, like right beside each other. Contour, nothing. And where's the highlight? Where's the highlight? Where is the highlight? There's nothing there. Like, that bronzer is literally just blending into my skin tone. Guys, this was 20 USD. I mean 20 Canadian. This was $20. This was $20. Like, I should have known. Like, where was I going with a contour and highlight so close together? Like, and at $20. Like, this brush, they're thinking no. Oh my gosh, I'm so pissed right now. But that's what these hauls are supposed to do. I'm supposed to go out there, buy the products, test them, and let you guys know what's good and what's not. And honestly, I do want to try that on my face, because I didn't get to use it today. I still do have some hope. I'm still holding out hope that it will work on my face. As I said to you guys, you know, sometimes swatching on the hand is probably not the best thing, so I will come back and let you guys know how that perform on my face. I'm gonna go now. I love you guys. I'll see you very soon.